Hi dear friends, welcome back to Photo and Videography by Sarat, Cameras for Landscapes. Looking for a camera to shoot landscapes? Is there such a thing as the perfect landscape camera? The answer is going to have to be no. It's hard to imagine that there is a single camera out there that is perfect for one specific purpose. Certainly, some cameras are more suited to landscape photography than others, and there are a few key factors that are worth mentioning. Sensor size is not necessarily a prime consideration, as you are most likely going to demand as much depth of field as possible in your shots anyway. Megapixel size is also not a major concern unless you are going to be producing enormous prints well in excess of A2 sizes. To be honest, the idea of a one-shot capture of a landscape is being overshadowed by the use of multi-shot panoramas that are combined later in programs such as Photoshop. There are even devices that control your camera and allow the capture of landscapes comprised of dozens, even hundreds of shots to create a final photo that is measured not in megabytes but gigabytes. Image quality will be somewhere at the top of your list, as will dynamic range, which is your camera's ability to discern as broad a spectrum of light and shadow as possible. Shooting in the great outdoors does require a robust camera that is weather sealed against dust and moisture. The weight of the camera is something to bear in mind too if you think that you would be hiking long distances. Ultimately, technical quality and larger sensor formats will rule the roost. 35mm full frame DSLRs offer great quality, but even they have struggled to match the medium format. Digital cameras such as the Hasselblad H5D50 with a price tag up to 10 times the cost of a professional DSLR. They are getting close though. Cameras like the Nikon D800 with its 36MP sensor and the Canon 5DSR with a 50MP sensor are starting to challenge the medium format heavyweights. Let's take a look at 4 main areas of camera design and try to pick out a few of the main contenders. Point and shoot cameras. Point and shoot cameras are relatively cheap, small and light, measuring around 10 cm long with a built-in zoom lens. They tend to be geared more towards their automatic shooting ability, but more and more models offer full manual control and raw shooting capability. Sensor sizes can range from about 12 megapixels to 20 MP. If you are looking at producing large professional prints, then this may not fit the bill. Keep in mind the main considerations of megapixel and sensor size, the focal length of its built-in zoom lens, battery life and cost. Mirrorless, interchangeable lens cameras. Mirrorless cameras are a more recent development in camera technology. They were designed from the outset to be intended purely for digital. Unlike the mirror systems built into DSLRs, incoming light passes directly through the lens and hits the sensor. In that way, it is much like a point and shoot camera. The space saved by not having a bulky prism and mirror setup is that you can install a larger sensor within a relatively compact body. You can purchase a number of different lenses that you can swap out depending on your needs. One thing to note is that lenses, particularly wide-angle lenses, can be quite expensive. Entry-level DSLRs. Digital SLRs are bigger cameras with larger APS-C sensors and a wide range of interchangeable lenses. They offer full manual and creative control. These cameras also command higher prices, and many are quite heavy and bulky. That said, the fact you have complete control over shutter speed, aperture, and ISO means you have a very hands-on experience and can learn much about your camera's capabilities and your own by using it in full manual mode. They take pro-level images with great detail and color, but they do require you to be on your game in terms of your technical ability. Professional level DSLRs. One of the main differences between an entry-level and professional DSLR is the sensor size. Pro DSLRs have larger full-frame sensors that are equivalent to original 35mm film and measure 36mm x 24mm. The larger sensors allow you to resolve greater detail in your images that is critical if you are intending to shoot landscapes. Cost is a limiting factor. These are not cheap. If you are moving to one of these after using a point and shoot, then expect a steep learning curve as well. Be prepared to put in some time to get used to the camera. Also be aware that good cameras need good glass. You will have to put your hand deep in your pockets for lenses. Please subscribe and press bell button and enable all alerts.